The
What's up,
man with
dude?
the master plan. We're going to be doing some fun stuff today. As people kind of get on, don't forget to just in the comments, we're going to be doing live audits today. And so if you want us to do a live audit of either your website, your ads, emails, whatever, send us the link, drop it in the comments, and we will do that. So should be a fun time. But um, I got a little hat I'm gonna put on. Check that. Check that out. It's a happy Thanksgiving. Got the turkey legs on. Should be legit.
Things are ridiculous.
um, got some stuff kind of queued up though. Um, but yeah, dude, how are things over there in the PA?
Cold. It's like 18 degrees this morning, so
Holy cow!
cold. And we had our first dusting of snow the other day. Yet 2 days ago, I think.
Nice,
Supposed to get more this weekend.
nice. Yeah, here it's gonna be like in the 60s or something. So
Oh, really?
mid to upper 60s shouldn't be too bad.
Yeah, it's like 30 degrees here as a high. It's all right though. I like the cold. You know,
Yeah,
could let the car
yeah,
warm up a little longer, but it's all right.
yeah. No, it should be fun. Um, well, let's get through this. We'll kind of do about 30 minutes or so. So we'll go till about 12:30 if we get in and conversing and may go a little over that. Starting to get some people to come on right now, actually. So what is up?
Can So can you see? I can't see comments or anything. So are you able to see all
Yep,
that
yep,
stuff? Okay.
yeah. And then
Cool.
yeah, so we'll just kind of roll with it. It's gonna be fun. I did want to uh, me show my. I'm gonna hide myself and then show my screen. I'm gonna hide you as well.
Dude, going
But
into
I've
hiding.
got what did you think about that?
Dude, I lost audio.
Okay,
I
I
didn't hear
was
you.
kind of curious. So
Yeah, I just saw your screen going, and that was it.
crazy. All right. So now let's have to figure that one out. So the solo page, I'll kind of maybe bring it up in the stream.
Yep.
There it is. What do you think? What grade would you give this landing page?
Yeah, dude. So this was coming from an ad. Is that correct?
Yeah. So saw the ad on Instagram. Went over. This is the landing page that I landed on. So
Black
for
Friday
mobile,
deals.
it's ideal for mobile.
Yeah.
It's built for mobile for sure.
Yeah. Like, I mean, if they're targeting people that are interested in this, like, 16 to 4 people. Keep scrolling. Okay, keep going. Scroll up. Go back to the top. So the one thing that I see is like missing from here. Keep going the whole way to the top. I don't know. There's not like, basically it's a sale, right? So, but they don't like, there's no like copy here to kind of sell the product, right? So like, why Solo Stove? Like, why choose Solo Stove over any other stove or other like camping, backpacking, camping stove? So that's like the biggest thing I see missing. Everything else is laid out fine, but there's not like any like they're not hitting any pain. They're not like solving any problems like through copy. It's just basically just they're just selling the discount. Like the discount is it.
Yep.
There's nothing else to solidify to buy Solo Stove here. I think at the bottom they had something about the warranty or whatever when I saw you.
Yeah, the lifetime warranty right here at the bottom.
Yeah,
which is good.
And I would like, again, I would kind of add that more to the top, above the like right there is where I would add that kind of as like like an anchor, right? Like, hey, like this is why you should buy this right now. Like, and then there's no like time. I didn't see like a time frame either on the sale. Just a couple things to add, maybe.
Yep, for sure. Maybe this is only Black Friday, but maybe it's Black Friday weekend. Is it, for the whole week? Like,
yep.
What is that? Yeah, and I think adding some of that copy too would be great. And I know this is a big play on just the brand in general, and so it's just likely just like a retargeting campaign is where they're pushing this. But yeah, and adding some additional stuff like what was it? Free shipping and returns, and lifetime warranty. So like that stuff, it should be kind of big. I think even just right underneath here, so it's right up at the top. I like it. I'm going to change the layout here. I'm going to play around. Oh,
cool. You should make that one the biggest and put us on the that on its own side. Uh-oh. Ayo, my face. Okay. I'm joining back. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
It does, so when you hide the person, it like removes them from the live. So I think that's why it dropped the audio on that. So cool, dude.
This is good. This is good. So some other ones that I kind of picked here was a pretty infamous. I mean, if you're in the hunting space, outdoor space, you've probably heard of Base Map. Pretty popular mapping app that for navigating and when you're hunting and anything like that. So some of these ads I thought was pretty good. The creatives on here. So when we say creatives, this is like the image or like the video that kind of goes with it. I think is all pretty good. These guys have obviously have like an internal team, or they have somebody kind of creating this stuff, and which is great. The other cool thing is the check marks and stuff. Um, I find it interesting. The check marks are usually on the left side here. They put them on the right, which it'd be interesting to kind of see to test that, see if it affects conversion or clicks or anything like that.
You know, I bet why they do that, dude. It's because the check marks don't like stack on top of each other whenever you line them up. That the line spacing kind of messes when you stack emojis up all on the left side. Like all, you know how they have everything listed like real tight there, no spacing in between.
Yeah.
Those check marks would like overlap. I bet that's probably why they put them on the right side.
Yeah, it's interesting. But the cool thing, the one thing I really liked about this, so when we talk about ad sent, this is like going from the ad to the landing page, and if it's relevant, and that sort of thing. So want to click on here. It's like the exact same image. From this to this. And if you look at how to read topo maps, it's how to read topo maps. The ad sent is like 100% on this. This is obviously like a blog post that kind of goes in depth about how to read. But the other cool thing here is, you know, that they have this call to action. Now, if this was me, this is one area where I would probably, I'd add that call to action maybe somewhere else, you know, maybe right here, for example, for them to sign up so they don't have to, because a lot of people are not going to go all the way to the bottom, so to speak. And if they're reading this, it's going to take them a minute to get there. And so having that call to action a little bit higher, as well as on the bottom, I think would improve the conversion rate of this landing page. What about the copy on this, dude? You like the copy of the ads here, if you can see it? I'm not sure if you can see it very well.
I really can't see much. I mean, here we go. Yeah, I mean that like.
I mean, it's all right. It's kind of bunched up. This is like really bunched up. I would never read that.
Yeah, I mean it kind of
Like words.
I would space that out a smidge. Like each sentence, I would kind of drop on a new line, just because it does take up the width of the ad. It's like 2 lines per sentence, so I would like bump that. I'd put a space in there, make it a little easier to read. I mean the copy on that's fine. It's like, and then it has the video there, so I mean the point of that, right, is to like so like the ad like process, right, is like because people are scrolling so fast, is that creative has to stop them, right? So the creative, so that video, whatever that video is, like it's supposed to get them to stop, and it looked like that would get me to stop if I was interested in topo maps, right?
The image or the video, yeah.
So it's like how to read topo maps. Like, oh yeah, like I'm gonna read that, and so scroll down just a little bit to the bottom of the ad. So like so you go from the creative to the headline, and then the headline, like then up to the copy, and then the copy is supposed to get you to click, right? So that's like the process of the ads, and like the flow. The creative gets you to stop, then you read the headline. It's short, you know, the headline and the subheadline there. So those are super important. And if that doesn't get you to click that learn more, then the copy of the ad up top has to get it's like that's like the last bit to get somebody to click that learn more button.
Right. Yeah, and I would separate these, maybe throw in a couple emojis or something like that to kind of bring attention to certain aspects, especially like maybe a call to action to watch the video. or a call to action to click to learn more, something like that, would probably help that.
I guess we're not watching the
that.
video to see like what the video is, like that would be like because that's like a big part of it, right? Like if they're not interested after watching the video, they're not going to read anything else, like bother reading anything or clicking or whatever. So, but I like how they have the other stuff kind of laid out. Like the creative on this is really nice. Like I feel like that would kind of stick out in the feed as people are scrolling. Like the public-private land ownership, the how to read topo maps. Like those are kind of two pain points for Western hunting or any hunting where people do public and private land, or they have those boundaries that they're hunting on, or if they just want to go knock on doors and find landowners. So
100%. I really like all the creatives on here. Like unlock public land, I think is a big one. For hunting. Hunters are going to know what that is for sure.
It looks like they're testing different creative and different kind of styles of the copy on how because these are going to kind of the same thing, but they're structuring the copy a little different too. So they're testing stuff, which is awesome to see.
Yeah, which I like. Where is it? This one right here. So this is like the how to read. So we have this is just an image, or up here is the video, which is good. This again can use some definite help in breaking that up, things like that. But overall, pretty good. I can't imagine these guys are probably having some decent success with that, but I think just adding some of those would improve the performance of those ads for sure.
Yep.
Another one I got here is Alps. Alps is a pretty popular brand. Everybody, I think, knows who they are if you're in the outdoor space. You don't know who Alps is. And so this is obviously going to be going after, it's pretty straightforward, a pretty straightforward ad. I like the creative. I mean, maybe let's take a look at this video. Yeah, it's just the blinking. It's just this is blinking. So as you're scrolling through, maybe it auto plays and it's going to be blinking, right? So that's actually pretty cool. I actually really like that a lot. Pretty simple, ad copy, get 35% off site-wide. I've used that kind of copy, and it can work if you're pushing directly to like a retargeting or a customer list or something like that. There are people who are very apt to, to buy. So to
they're
speak,
warmed up.
pushing it to buyers. Yeah.
They're warmed up.
Let's see what their landing page looks like here. Okay. So definitely I actually had to look for this part of it because this is all dark. If anything, I would maybe make it a gradient to where it's dark and then goes to more of a light. Maybe that's what they were possibly doing, because I can see this blending into a white, but this is all very, very dark.
It looks like they just need to change the overall opacity of that carousel or whatever you want to call it, their slider.
Yeah.
I'm guessing that's what
it's like a background image. Yeah, I actually had to look for this. Maybe we could tag Alps and say you need to probably change this. If this is how it is on mobile too, it's not gonna be very good.
Go back to their ad. Go back to their ad real quick. Okay, and so you is that where that ad took you? Was to that page?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So the ad sent is, I mean, it's obviously, it's decent. It would be better if they basically used this or a version of this as like the main image here.
Yep.
And I think it would perform better. And then obviously having, the list of products and stuff is good. I really like this. This is very similar to how Scree kind of lays out their pages, which I think is smart, and it kind of brings attention to some of those elements. So as people are kind of scrolling through, um, they can get some more kind of information, so to speak. I like the creatives, the images. Obviously, you'd expect high quality images and everything from these guys. This is going to be the biggest thing I would change. So I would make sure that this stands out like way better than what it does. So
It's just kind of strange that they didn't. I didn't see any packs on that page, like unless I missed it as you were scrolling.
no, they had some waterfall chairs,
Yeah.
whitetail hunting packs right here.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I was just.
But the packs are a big thing. Um, definitely a lot of people kind of like paid. They buy the packs. They buy for the packs. They be able
Yeah.
To do
Cool.
that. Even some emphasis here on the pack.
Yep.
I would argue, and so yeah, probably put. And I don't know. It could be these are like the most popular items, or maybe these are just the items that they're wanting to push.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're maybe not as popular, and so maybe just bringing more attention to less popular items, just to kind of push them, which could be the case for sure.
Yep.
Moving on to this one. Now, this is a different kind of brand. It's in the cowboy or in the rodeo space, the horse space. So this company, they make products for for horse. I don't know what you'd say, horse people, um, cowboys, like that kind of stuff. So they have a lot of different ads here. Uh, this is where I think this kind of ad copy for this is very interesting. They're pulling on their own personal self and just kind of touting who they are, and which is interesting. I see a lot of companies do this, and I think in a lot of instances, I think it's a mistake. It should be more about how more about the customer, what the customer is going to be getting out of it, so to speak. This is another one. This is probably going to like a warmer audience. Grab your favorite color this holiday season. And they have some horse blankets and stuff here. And so it's interesting. What do you think?
Can you zoom in? I can't see it. It's small, dude. There we go. So it just depends. Kind of scroll down a little bit. I just want to see what the bottom of that ad looks like. That first one. Oh, just said okay. I mean, that could be just a basic retargeting ad. Like just and that it could be. So the industry also could be different, right? Because it's a little out of what we are. What we primarily work in, so this is like slightly different. It could be so like family driven, like that industry and their audience, like their avatar could be super like family oriented.
Oh, right? For sure.
Sure, we could make adjustments to copy and everything like here what we're saying, but their avatar might be different than what we think. And so and it could just be like these all could be variations of retargeting ads. And right now that's what they should be running primarily anyway, right? So their budget should be nearly all allocated to retargeting.
Yep.
So these could be just retargeting ads.
Right.
And it looks like they're testing different creative there, or different imagery, because the copy is the same, but my guess is they what does that say? Travel and style. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, like, I would change the headlines for sure, like that. You have the ad there, something like a little different. Yep, the headline and the subline. I would definitely do something different there, because the images are like I feel like that would appeal to what like their audience. again, I don't know what their exact avatar is, but definitely update the headline. It's like that's probably the biggest thing that I see here. Like,
Yep.
So
Yep. It doesn't really bring a whole bunch of attention to anything, which kind of, when you're kind of missing certain things here, there's not as much copy, or it just looks like, they copied the link of the page, they put it in there, and then this is just the auto generated
yep,
thing that Facebook does.
yeah,
And so but what it does is it brings less attention to this,
yep,
in my opinion.
yeah,
And so adding a better title, or a better headline, and then a little description on that. And the reason probably why there's no description here is because there's no description on the page, so to speak. And so you're missing those elements, which I think is making these ads suffer. And I would argue too that this is great, and I can see, like, if it's a retargeting ad, or like something where they're just kind of playing on, like, hey, we're family oriented thing. If this is a cold ad, I think this is not a good strategy to do this. And I think some of this ad copy, even with this, is travel and style, is cool, but why else does this duffel bag matter to me? Like, so I'd be interested to see the actual performance of these ads, to see if these, I do like how they're testing different creatives here, like this versus this. I think that's an interesting thing. It would be kind of cool if they tested some video with it. I think this is kind of an interesting thing. I just think it needs to be more assertive on, like, what the customer is actually going to get out of it. Like, your favorite color, is that the most important thing that brings people? So if we're looking at the transformation from the before state to the after state, right? Do these ads help that? I don't know. Some of this copy may. I would argue that it probably just doesn't, and it's just very focused on the company, and not really focused on the actual customer, which I think I would argue that these ads are probably not performing as well as they could be, for sure.
yeah, dude. I would definitely test it, test different things, and these ads might be crushing it. It could just be their avatar, But
Could be.
like you said, I would test different copy for sure. The imagery looks good. Like, they're testing the imagery, and I mean, slight variations in the copy, but I would definitely test some more, like, pain. Like, they're really highlighting features.
Yeah.
Features in everything, not really like the benefits of the features, or
Right.
like why that matters
Right.
at all. And maybe the product pages do that too. Maybe this creative is enough to get the pictures are enough to get people to click over to their website.
Could be.
What, like,
Yeah. 100%. So let's take a look. So it looks like this. These are all the exact same page that it's pointing to, from just the looks of the title and that information there. Let's kind of maybe take a look at what this is. So this basically just pushes it to the home page. That could be okay to do that. If the whole thing maybe is just to generate awareness about the company, I could see that going there, for sure.
yeah, I would definitely, whatever the ad is supposed to sell, I would definitely go to that page. So go back and click on the luggage page, or the luggage ad, just to see maybe they changed like the view link or whatever. Yeah. Yep. So I would definitely, like, that ad right there, I would go right to that luggage page right there.
Yep, right here.
Yep, I would click that, and that's where I would have that going.
Yep.
Or maybe even
I would have it go directly to the duffel is where I would push it.
Yeah.
I'd push it directly to this page. Or if they made like a custom landing page that maybe had like a video and just more in-depth explanation on it.
Yeah.
And this looks like it's a Shopify store. So you have the ability to make those custom pages, and to kind of give a little more flair to just that item, to get people to buy it. I do like this, the guaranteed safe checkout. I think it brings definitely some assurance.
Yeah, you don't see that too much actually. Not on the
No,
product page.
right? Which I think a lot of people. That's where a lot of optimization and stuff like that. Like more people do that. I think it's good.
Testing.
Yeah, and Alyssa kind of pushed out and just said like the ad doesn't really reflect the page they actually go on, which that's kind of what we were like talking about. And so I think the ad sent of these ads, I would give it a lower score, probably closer out of a scale from 1 to 5. I'd probably be more of around a 2. I would say like it does go. The homepage is decent. It's not like it's a bad homepage or anything, but it's just the wrong page. I think where you should be sending the people to. And if people are worried too about like sending people directly to like I'll kind of go back to the homepage and yeah, we'll just maybe click on this. So this is the category page, right? A lot of people they're skeptical on sending people just to here because there's too many options, which I could see that argument. But making a custom landing page that's specific to the ad and what you're talking about in the ad, I think is an important thing that a lot of people overlook. Even me sometimes, you're just wanting to just get something up quick and just get something out there. And so I think it could be something they could improve on for sure. I did notice, and there's no Black Friday ads currently going, which that could be launching, on Black Friday. That's when those ads could be going out for sure. And so I'm not really going to give too much weight to that, but I'm hoping that they are going to be sending people to the Black Friday deals page, which I think this could always use some help as far as design, layout, stuff like that. But even this, just kind of like a gift guide type of structure on it. The Black Friday deals receive 30% off. It's not too bad.
So Alyssa asked, would it ever be best to send someone to the homepage versus a specific product or category page?
Yeah, I think depending on how you structure the homepage, right? There's ways that you can structure a landing page that it acts more like a sales page for your core offer. So, as an example, I'm a certified partner, with Digital Marketer. So I'm going to use them as an example. When you go to their landing page, it's structured like a sales page, right? It's a very specific call to action that they want people to download this one-page marketing blueprint. And then there's some additional. See, it's very much like a sales page for their core offer, right? Which the customer value journey is their big thing on what they do. And so getting people to download that will lead them into like the membership. It's a very structured sequence that they take people through. So I would say if you have something like this that that you're kind of playing on, so to speak, yes, having ads go directly to this page would be smart to do, and Digital Marketer they do that. So it's kind of like a quick example there. A lot of e-commerce companies, they're very much they kind of look at what everybody else is doing and they think that's what I should be doing. But what they don't realize is that the things that those other companies are doing may not be working for those companies, or may not be working as well as everybody thinks that they are. or the company's maybe so big that it really just doesn't matter as much, right? Because they've been around for however many decades, and so it doesn't necessarily matter or affect their conversion, so to speak, because everybody knows who they are. So if a lot of people get caught up into that, like just doing what everybody else is doing, rather than focusing on what their core offer is, how they want to process customers, and taking their customers from, becoming aware, in their before state all the way to their after state, and what they can provide and how they can serve those customers, right? And so I think there's a lot of room for improvement for a ton of e-commerce companies that way. Yeah, so those were some of the things that I had in store. We're kind of, we're over our 30-minute mark, and we've had some people kind of come and go, but this was kind of fun.
Yeah, dude.
Not gonna lie, I kind of liked it.
Yeah, man.
I like doing the live audits here. So, yeah, any last words of advice for people? People like Black Friday, right? Turkey Day is tomorrow,
Yep.
and so everything should be set up. Most of the stuff should be maybe even running currently for the Black Friday Cyber Monday deals. We have some clients that are going to be pushing stuff right on Friday. Some clients that have been running stuff for a few days now, maybe since last week. The whole month. Some clients have been kind of running stuff throughout the entire month for Black Friday, and so yeah, it's kind of should be all set, ready to go, so you can enjoy the holiday. But any last words of advice that you would have for anybody that?
Yeah, man. I mean, you kind of said it. Like, make sure before you leave the office today, like you have stuff ready to go and scheduled out for Thursday, Friday. Thursday and Friday at least. That way, you can enjoy the day tomorrow. Thanksgiving with family. Alyssa, no, we do not have the same glasses, but mine are like slightly crooked today for some reason. I think I got my hair cut yesterday, so one of my ears is lower than the other. Yeah, so yeah, I mean that's it, man. Just get the stuff done today so you can enjoy the family time tomorrow. Don't worry about checking sales and everything tomorrow. Like if you want to do that, get up early before family time. Check it, make sure everything's good to go, then shut her down for the rest of the day, and then you have to pick up Friday and see what's going on, what's good on Friday. It'll be a good time.
Yeah. Yeah, Friday is going to be a massive buying time, and so some people are seeing like a lot of success right now. Others are not. It's really slow for them, and so I would just say to kind of keep in mind that people will be buying this weekend, and so if you're seeing if you've started your ads, or if you're worried or anything like that, I would say just stay the course. See what Friday brings, Friday in the weekend, and then if you don't see any success on Friday, I'd probably pull your ads back and maybe do the Cyber Monday thing for 24-hour and just kind of adjust the offer for that potentially. But just stay the course. People are buying now. They will be buying big time this weekend. It is the biggest buying time of the year across all industries. And so just stay vigilant and consistent.
Yeah, well, one more thing, like today and tomorrow, two biggest, like today, I heard on the radio is like today is like the biggest travel day of the year. So if your stuff isn't like popping today, just know that like people are traveling. I imagine that tomorrow evening when people are like vegged out on eating too much turkey in their food coma, watching football, scrolling their Facebook, like that'll be the time that that sales, I think if you launch them already, sales will start crushing it tomorrow night around 7 or 8 p.m. local time, because people are going to be just doing what they do.
Yep, scrolling through,
You're
having
gonna be
fun,
there.
making buying. Yeah.
You're gonna be there
Yep.
right in front of them.
Yep. Right time at the right, what is it? The right time,
Right message, right
right
time.
message, and the right medium. So
Yeah.
it'll all happen. So just hammer it out. Super grateful. Whether if you're watching this now or you're watching this after it's not live anymore, I'm super grateful for you, for even giving us the time of day to listen to us kind of babble along. And if you like this too, just give us a thumbs up, give us a like, share it. If you feel like it would be beneficial for people to hear. And yeah, thanks again,
Cool.
and we'll see you probably next week.
Later, dude.
Rock on.